What are some of the challenges you've faced, or the challenges you see others face being African American, whether they be socio-political, or in business? Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting question. I think there's a lot of challenges. I think there's challenges in life in general, but specifically pertaining to being black and or African American. It's the presumption of, I guess, stereotypes. I work in a field. I started in skateboarding and surfing, snowboarding over 20 years ago, and at that time I got it on all sides. Right, my grandparents and my family didn't understand what I was doing. They thought that it was weird that I was on a board or had to do anything with boards. And then, as you start to grow in your career, you run into people, and I think a lot of times they don't necessarily think of themselves as, having stereotypes or being stereotypical. But they place, glass ceilings and a lot of, beliefs that they've been raised with on you, and they think maybe you're not as educated, or they think you should act a certain way or talk a certain way, or you might not be black, or I get a lot of people that think that I wasn't raised in a good home, or surprised that I have a dad, things like that. They come up anecdotally, or they come up, kind of in conversation. And I think 9 times out of 10, it's just ignorance of individuals, not necessarily something that they're trying to do. There's definitely racists out there, but I think that there are those that have unconscious biases more often than not, so that they're unaware of it, and they sometimes say some very ignorant things. And that comes from all sides. That comes from minorities as well.
What types of changes do you believe are needed to take place in order to meet some of those challenges that you faced?
Education. Education is key for us to grow. We need more people to be educated. I think currently, right now, we need to get our current president out of office. I think the current administration has taken us back over 30 to 40 years. They've delivered a platform in this country for those that have been outliers or outside of what was acceptable. And we're seeing racism come back in an alarming rate.
Okay, so that was my next question was, do you think Trump promotes hatred towards minorities? So I know you lived overseas. Um, how did you follow the campaign, and what was going on? Um, were there any specific news stations? Was it social media? And what were you seeing not being here in the United States?
I think it was all of the above. I mean, living overseas, we still had cable. You still have cable news, a lot of CNN, Bloomberg, which is probably more European. But we had all of the news, modern day news channels. And to be honest, when something happens in the United States at the presidential level, every major company in the world, every major country in the world is paying attention. So there was a lot of conversation about it, and to be honest, there was a lot of jokes being made about it. So there was actually a really funny skit that was done on Saturday Night Live about Amsterdam, and Donald Trump, if I remember correctly, during while he was running for president, which had something along the lines of, "Hey, if America's going to be first, and you're only going to care about America, can you care about Amsterdam and the Netherlands second?" Those kind of things. So information is pretty free with social media, so we were able to follow very, very closely. And I would say that people in other countries tend to be a little bit closer to politics than the average American, and that's at least from my understanding of the circles that I run in. So we followed the elections really closely for personal reasons too, right?
Yeah. So I know you have children. How did